Here we go.
How we doing?
Same as always.
That bad, huh?
Bulky religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
Let us go inside where we can discuss business over a drink.
Conversation anyway.
This place can be a little rough.
Not good.
I don't like this.
This is madness.
Would you join me for a little refreshment?
Everyone's invited, of course.
I think you overestimate their chances.
No, not really, no.
I'm listening. You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
What's up, everybody?
Here we go.
Up.
That happened last time.
You know, I'm going to leave it. We're going. It happened last time, too. And I'm sorry about that.
Hey, you got to keep the flaws.
Yeah, you need it all, right? Thank you, fanboys. What's up, everybody? You're listening to Brews and Blasters, Retrozap.com's free-ranging discussion about all things Star Wars. My name is Joey, and joining me today is my good buddy and co-host, Chris.
Hello, everybody.
Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Retrozap.com is having a great day.
It sure is.
Yeah, booming. Yeah, absolutely. I published an article I think people wanted to read. An article about Padme Amidala.
Really hits the heart.
Yeah, or you know what? It doesn't.
Oh.
You know what? Why don't you take your heart and go walk it outside and never return? Because guess what? Padme didn't die from a broken heart, and neither will you. I wrote an article about Padme not dying of a broken heart. And if you watch Revenge of the Sith, I don't know, like a million times like I have, you'll come to see that Palpatine has no way of knowing that she's dead. And that's a smoking gun. So, yeah, check it out. It's okay. I tried. I hope you like it.
I'm sure it's excellent.
Chris hasn't even read it.
I'm sure it is good, though. All your articles are really in-depth and good, you know.
Well, you know, you fixed my sink, and, you know, that's what I really appreciate.
Yeah, it's okay.
I bought you a Zeb figure.
Thank you.
You fix my sink, I buy you a Zeb figure. That's how it works.
Star Wars figures are great payments.
You know, I'll do it any day of the week.
I will accept them any day of the week.
There you go. Now, only if we could find a Hera or a Sabine, or you know, a Chopper. That would be great.
Yeah.
We're not going to get started on that, though.
They should make a wave called the Lost Figures.
Are they lost, or the figures, the unreleased figures? Oh man,
we might be seeing like prototypes. They're like, hey, wave 3? I don't know. Who knows?
So tell me, have you had any? Have you read Star Wars #1 yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't read any. The one that's out, the comic book. No, I haven't. I don't even own one.
You should get one. It's pretty good.
I need to get on it.
I have like 20 variants now.
You do.
So I could probably let you borrow one.
That's why I got confused. I'm like, I haven't read any of them yet. You have like 30.
Yeah. Would you like to read one? No, you can't. They're all bagged and boarded. Because I'm a nut. Yeah. They're probably going to be worth like, $4 20 years from now.
You never know, man.
You never know, right? I all I wanted was my Joe Quesada cover, and I have it, and it's beautiful, and I love it. He may be like one of the top dogs at Marvel now, but I've been a fan of him since the early 90s.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he did a stint on Batman really early on in his career, and I was like, that is amazing. Just his art, it's like no one else's.
Does he do all the art inside?
No, it's just the cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Believe it or not.
Sweet job.
Yeah, it's great. The art inside is unbelievable. Just everything about the book is fantastic. So definitely check it out. I'll actually let you borrow one.
Yeah, I would love to read it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'll definitely pick one up.
Yeah, and Vader is coming out in February.
Right.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
No, that's awesome. I need to get on.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with.
It's ramping
all
up.
Of it, it's it is Star Wars Takeover, that's for sure.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah,
it's ramping up.
I mean, I'm pumped about it. Don't get me wrong.
Did you watch Rebels?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. With Lando
Calrissian. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot. And that pig that smells like it helps mine or something.
I guess so. But he was like talking to it at the end. Spoilers. Yeah.
And he blows up like a blowfish.
That's cool, right?
Interesting stuff. I honestly,
it's funny that's what you picked out of it. Yeah, the pig.
Well, it was like anything could have been in that box. Anything.
Sure.
And it was a cool, harmless pig.
Yeah.
It
was doing its thing.
Yeah, it smells stuff.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I don't know. Yeah, it was in. I'm wondering if it was like a one-shot episode where, hey, fun episode with Lando, or is it gonna lead into other bigger things, kind of like how Fight or Flight did?
I feel like Lando will be back. We'll see him again.
That'd be cool.
I think so. It was just kind of weird, like how it just ended. It was just more like, see you around.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Until next time.
Until next. It was a weird kind of thing. What I was really worried about is that, okay, Billy D. Williams, he's a little bit older now, so I didn't know if he was going to have the same type of attack and excitement in his voice.
The charm.
No, he has that charm is forever. That charm is forever. Don't worry about that. But I was wondering if he was going to have that. If you listen to Empire Strikes Back, there's like not an excitement in his voice, but just an energy,
Yeah.
And who might you be, Hello, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility. Like he's on point,
right?
And I didn't want laid back Billy D. being, especially a younger portrayal of him,
right?
Yeah, being like, hello, what have we?
He was more laid back for sure.
He was, but you know what? I think he brought his A game.
Yeah,
yeah. I thought the energy was there, and I loved it. I love seeing him. So,
and he wasn't wearing Han's clothes.
No, he definitely was. He was wearing his own clothes. He had the gold chain.
Yeah, if he was, that would have answered a lot of questions that you were telling me about.
Oh my god, yeah. What about that? That would have been great. Like, what if? I hope and I wish that we would find out that Han's clothes were the original clothes of the Millennium Falcon. We didn't even see the Millennium Falcon, man. He didn't even own it maybe at this time.
Yes. I was like, oh, that would have been so cool to like actually witness like him losing the Falcon and then like Han walking out with the keys. Like I would have been like, oh, that would have been good.
That would have been amazing. Just a shadow in the background walking out.
And I'm
like, what do you want?
Yeah. It would have been too much at once, I think.
Yeah.
But I thought that would have been cool because he was gambling when you first seen him.
Yeah. He's a card shark, a real gambler.
Right.
Scum, you'd like him.
Right. A real scoundrel.
Yeah. You'd like him. So yeah, speaking of idiots array. We're going on with our Ewok Adventure commentary series.
This one is a lot better than the first one.
Yeah. Not that the first one was terrible.
No.
Looking back on it, I'm really glad we did it. It was great to edit the show and listen back. We had a lot of fun, going through. It's been a day.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. And I think that's really what it was all about. It did drag a little bit in the middle.
It did.
A lot of walking, a lot of sleeping. But I guess this one's all action from what you tell me. I watched it once.
You know, most movies, it makes you wonder how long they actually been out there.
Yeah.
You actually see day and night. You know that was like a week-long journey.
Yeah.
And it took a week to watch the movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it felt like a week after a while, yeah.
I felt like I did work.
Yeah, man. I mean, podcasting is a serious business.
But like you said, I'm glad that we did it.
Yeah.
Good movie. This one, the second one, The Battle for Endor, I feel like it really upped its game with action. This one's action-packed.
We're going to find out, right? And if this is your first time watching it, thank you. We're sorry. You have to watch it with us, and we hope you have a good time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess there's more action. What I remember from it is it's definitely venturing away from the space fantasy and going into much more of the fantasy.
Yeah, Willow fail.
Yeah, we're moving closer to Willow in the timeline. So Willow came out in 88, right?
This movie was 85. I don't know when Willow came out. I'm assuming a couple years after this.
I'm almost positive it came out in 88. Okay. So, yeah, we're moving closer to that timeline. I feel like Lucasfilm and the company was moving towards that sort of idea of where they were going creatively.
What a handful of good years for Warwick Davis.
Oh, yeah. He had a great time.
Jedi, 2 Ewok movies. And then it was like, I want you to be the starring role of Willow. You will be playing Willow.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Oh, you know what, Chris? We're going to have to do a Brews and Blasters offshoot Willow commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Want to know why? I just want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I love when that dragon emerges, that, like, 2-headed dragon thing.
Really?
That's cool.
That is awesome. Anything with Mad Mardigan, I was just...
Oh, yeah, man. Best role.
It's absolutely Val Kilmer's best role. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. I loved it. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that. Remember the bad guy?
Yeah, with the skull mask.
Kale.
Nice.
His name was Kale, like the green leafy plant that we all eat now.
Yeah.
We didn't even know about Kale back then. We thought it was a bad guy.
And he was old.
Yeah, he turned out to be old. He was an old
guy. He was like salt and pepper hair, beard.
Well, I guess I'm old then.
No, I mean, he was like, let's put it this way.
He's a man of advanced years.
Yeah, like he's probably in his late 70s, rounding 80s now.
That's true.
We should look him up.
Maybe. Or maybe we could start the battle for Endor.
Yeah.
With your buddy. The guy you drank beer with.
Yeah. Carl.
All right. So everyone, if you're watching digitally, if you're watching on DVD, we have it centered and on pause at 000.
You know something? Real quick before we start.
Okay.
So when he just said my buddy and I said Carl, I didn't know this, so I'm assuming most people didn't know this, but Lurch from the Addams Family movies, not the TV series, is played by Turak.
No, Turak is played by Lurch.
Well, right. All right. So the Lurch and Turak is Carl Strucken.
Yes.
So, okay, I don't even know where I was going with that.
Dude, don't worry about it.
But it's
I might
it's
edit that
guy.
out.
Like, I didn't know it was that guy.
Really? And
I don't know.
All right, it's been a day.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Maybe I'll edit that out. Maybe I won't.
Or how about this, guys? Just to make it easy for everybody. The main bad guy of this film is Lurch from the Addams Family movie.
And you drank beers with him.
And I drank beers with him in Kentucky, out of all places.
Yeah.
So that's all I was trying to get at. That was a lot. Because I'm telling you right now.
You know what? You could probably bring it up in the commentary.
Yeah. You know
right.
something? It's probably better that you just cut this whole thing right.
You know, it's probably better that I just shut you up right now and just turn off your mic.
Yeah, just shut me off.
Anyway.
Okay, so the countdown.
Yeah, so we are centered off at 0. And I'm going to hit play on a count of 3. Not after 3. So, right on 3.
So 1, 2,
boom.
3 is hit the play button.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. No, that was good. I needed that. 1, 2,
play.
3. Oh, Lucasfilm limited production. Still got that great green Arial font. I love it. Look at that matte painting.
Nice. I think that was the same way it started off, right?
Maybe. Now this is just like Little House on the Prairie right there. Look at that.
Who cuts that grass?
Ewoks, the battle for Endor. I love the font.
Yeah, the font's real nice. That would look nice on a t-shirt.
That would look nice like on my business card, like professionally.
It would.
Wilfred Brimley.
You know something? I would call you. If you handed me that business card, I'm calling.
Yeah, you call me anyways, I bet. Collecting flowers. Looks like Sindel and Wicket are having a good time.
Hey, Joe, it looks like a nice day for them, huh?
They're having a good day. Hey, Joe Johnston, production designer. Okay. Who knew the clovers existed on Endor?
I know, right?
Yeah.
What doesn't exist on Endor?
Apparently, the space part of Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah. Lightsabers. Directed by Jim and Ken Wheat. I haven't looked them up. So,
see that?
hey, that's come along.
Right? It looks a lot bigger.
It's Wicket and I.
See? Different actor. See?
Yeah.
The bull by the horns.
Dude, yeah, get the bull by the horn. That is Breakfast Club right there.
He must have been, like, filming. Like, why couldn't he make the first one?
You know what, though? This guy was a bigger actor at the time.
Oh,
After
absolutely.
Breakfast Club, so I could see it as a good get. But let's talk about Wicket right now. Wicket is talking. Wicket talks in this movie.
Oh, he's full-blown. So this, you know something? This might have been, like, months after Caravan of Courage, because clearly they schooled him very well.
Yeah, he learned English. I mean...
She even looks older, man.
Probably a year older.
See, that's the thing that I was talking about in their, like, satchel. You know, you put rocks in there and hit people.
A sling.
A sling, yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, I think the product, like, just the production and the entire direction of the cinematography looks better than Caravan of Courage.
This movie is twice better than...
It's more better?
It's more better than Caravan of Courage.
It's better.
It's like you said, the effects, the look, everything's more... Well, it's like if they came into like an extra like $15,000 and were like, we're doing this.
Yeah. I mean, Wicket's mouth moves.
I see smoke.
You know what happens. Oh no, that don't look good.
Yeah, this is. Look at that little guy.
Was that a Nycto?
You know, he had like horns on it, like, you know, those little spikes coming out.
He looked like a Nycto.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
It's
but 3 minutes in.
See, that was Wicket's brother.
Oh my god, he's dead.
See,
what?
Two
That's
bags
awesome.
on crack. I mean, look at this.
This is terrible.
It's devastating.
What do they do? Why? How'd they get there so quickly?
How? Oh, man.
It is a death. I think that's 2 or 3 right now. Here comes the fire. Sindel's holding up like a boss, by the way.
Right, exactly. There he is.
Oh, there's Carl.
They really never got into why they're capturing Ewoks. You know, like, I don't know if they're eating them or...
Resources? I don't know.
I don't know.
They're marauders. So
right.
They want whatever they got. Jewels, food. bear fur. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a Fitbit. Mace.
Look how much older they look. How is this 1 year?
He hit his growth spurt.
Like he literally
Mace is like a man.
Yeah, exactly. They look like they aged like 5 years.
Oh my god, mom is already dead. You don't even see mom die. She just laid on the ground.
Right.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I gotta say, Mace has really come along.
Yeah.
He was really just whining. He was like Luke Skywalker at the beginning.
Well, I mean, he's learning from the best here. He's learning from Ewoks.
He's a true warrior. Right? Look at him. He's fighting to the end.
And he's gone. They're gone. That's it. They're done.
Dude, no. Don't even show. Oh, my God. No. So the lights go out, and that's how you know.
I don't like her character. I'm gonna be real blunt about this.
So she's like Bavmorda in Willow.
Yeah. If they did without her, this would actually be, I'm gonna say it, phenomenal.
Really?
This was a well put together movie if they scratched her out. I mean, look at his mask.
I gotta tell you, it looks good.
It does. They put some money into this, man. Look how many of those guys there are.
They like everything moves. He wants the power.
They used his voice. That's his voice, which is pretty cool.
The Guardian of the Power?
You know when people are saying, like, I don't know what you're talking about? He literally has no idea what he...
He's like, what do you... This isn't He-Man.
Right.
What are you talking about? Not the Force, right?
He's like, that's a battery pack. I don't...
The Duracell. He literally is saying, I have the power.
Yeah.
Like He-Man. Good journey.
Right, yeah. Look at this.
No!
He's getting murdered.
He just got murdered.
Right in front of his daughter.
What is that? That is not Star Wars.
Yeah, look at this. It's...
That is Finn Rizal from Willow.
Yeah. It would be cool if they just, like, blasted her real quick.
Yeah. You got to take the bull by the horns.
Yeah. You know, he's like just keeping his cool. He knows he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, she's not like holding it together, or either that she's like in some hard shock right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh no. This is breaking my heart, Chris. I don't know. I think we have to shut this off.
No.
My heart is getting broken here. Look at this girl.
I'll tell you one thing. It's all uphill from here.
Is it? Does the family come back as Force goes?
No. You get a point. Yeah, she loses her family.
How can it be uphill from here then?
Things get better for her.
Okay. We'll see how that turns out.
Well, I don't want to give the whole movie away.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm like, blah, 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 blah. The end.
Oh, my God. This is terrible.
He just said his goodbyes. You know, I never understood, like, the motive of bad guys. You know, it's like, hey, I understand that that's your daughter, and, you know, but we're going to kill you in front of her, so she'll be, like, kind of messed up from this. But we need the power, so...
We need the power. Well, he has the power now.
Yeah, so now they're just being selfish.
And he can't bear witness to the power.
Right.
Not the Force. Oh, the hand. What? Oh, come on.
I mean, she's running full throttle, man.
Yeah, that's right out there.
Oh, I just hate her.
She's really mean.
Those things are cool. That's claymation right there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that. You know, for a mature woman, she's kind of good looking. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
The wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, my hatred is so strong for her.
Well, she's a terrible person and actress in the movie.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she's a terrible character.
I would buy that. You know, like the crazy looking reptilian dewback.
Yeah.
Pulling that wagon with the skull on it.
That would be
that's a cool figure, man.
Yeah.
There was no merchandise for these movies at all.
They were TV movies, and that was it, and released in Europe in theaters.
You know something though, like it's linked to Star Wars, so it would sell. It would. If it didn't sell then, you know how collectible it would be now.
Blood Red Day. This just reminds me of Lord of the Rings.
Right. Those things are so cool.
They are pretty cool.
Now, if these people, the bad guys, crash landed on Endor, clearly I wouldn't assume that they would take these reptile dewback looking things with them. You know, so do you think they live on Endor?
These marauders?
No,
No, I don't
the
think
creatures pulling the wagons.
I don't think the marauders crash landed.
I think they did. That's why he's looking for the power.
I think they came to Endor looking for the power, quote unquote, and they think they found it. Maybe, or maybe they landed out of gas and they were like, "Let's roll out the kill wagons and take our pets out for a spin and see what we can kill and take power."
Well, you got a good point because they are going back to like a castle. So either that or they killed the people in the castle.
Yeah, all right. So we don't know how long they've been on Endor. They could have been planning these attacks and marauding for quite some time, and this Ewok village was just the next one up.
Right.
So are we to assume that all the Ewoks are gone except for this small few?
No, they're in other wagons. And I'm assuming some of them got away. That's his father. See, we're familiar.
That's right. Yep.
We're familiar with these Ewok characters now.
Yeah.
That's the brother.
Yep.
You know who we didn't see? Where's the mother and the baby daughter?
Don't even.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
Where are they? Hopefully they got away.
You know where they are.
No. Yeah, they're
okay. They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, exactly. They're fine.
I'm not listening. La. I'm not listening. They're fine.
Look at that shot.
Oh.
You actually see like saliva.
Little Jurassic Park right there.
Yeah. That's where they got their inspiration from.
That's where it is.
Imagine if they were like, I'm going to run with this. Wicket was like waving to them. He's like, stop it.
We're here. It's a rock.
So this had to happen after Jedi.
Had to.
Because Wicket didn't talk.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would forget English.
No, it had to have happened after. Both of them had to have.
Right, yeah. Well, that clarifies why they didn't eat them right away.
Yeah.
They're probably like, what were we doing this whole time?
We were eating people.
Yeah. They were actually nice. We talked to them and we shared thoughts and they showed us how to do things.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, if you train them right, they can be cool.
Right.
I'm really sad we didn't get to see more of, brave Mace in this movie. Because he looked He looked like he was on point.
I don't think he would have been as frustrating watching him in this movie.
You know what? They got back to that village after that first movie, and they were like, we got to sit down, right? I mean,
Yeah.
There was a big sit down between the dad and the Ewoks, and he probably was like, yeah, I was a real jerk, and we gotta things are gonna change.
Ashamed. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just disgusted with myself, and I'm really going to pull myself together.
If you think you're disappointed, you should feel you should know how I feel. That lumberjack showed me what's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that woke him up, because I'm pretty sure that guy is still alive, and he's knocked out, and he woke up like 3 days later being like, how am I going to jump? Hey, how did they get to the other side?
Yeah, don't worry about that. We're on the battle for Endor now. They're in trouble, though.
I have a good feeling that we're going to see something interesting right now.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. I really should have.
You know what's
prepared a
funny?
little more.
It says speaking Ewokese.
Yeah,
Wicked's speaking full-blown better English than me right now.
that's true.
So maybe he just goes back and forth.
Yeah, maybe when he really has to really think pretty hard, he probably
Right.
goes back in Ewokese.
There's a glider.
You just put that together?
I know. They're amazing.
Avionics right there.
Imagine she was like, no, I'm okay. I'm too afraid.
I'm good. Did he make that out of bones?
Yeah, that looks like bones.
That's brutal.
I want to know what that cloth is.
Oh, no. Okay, we're just we're looking for bones here. The Bone Collector.
And here we go. What's
Spoiler
happening?
alert. Exclaiming in Ewokese.
Cool.
What?
I mean, what? I feel like this creature should be in that cave. It's probably his home. There's bones everywhere.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
Somebody brought like their game when they like wrote this story and was like, hey, there's a lot of things on Endor.
Yeah. I would also love to see Warwick Davis with a spear. He looks like he would be pretty good.
Like Warwick Davis, the person.
Yeah, like the way he's been acting and like, handling that spear, he probably has some good skill.
Oh, he has to.
Yeah.
Do you think he did any training?
Maybe a little. If you see him, you could ask him.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what he would say. Like, he would be like, hey, kid, out of all the questions.
You want to know about the battle for Endor, and you want to know if I learned how to use the spear.
He was like, yeah, you know what they did? They gave me a mop. And they told me to pretend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you owned it. They had I love when you actually see like the props like that.
Yeah.
They're like, we have to build a giant claw that Sindel's going to hang from,
I mean, these effects are pure 80s, but they're really good.
They're good, right? Didn't I
we're
remember?
going blue screen on photograph and matte painting here.
Imagine this on Blu-ray.
Nope. That'll still show up. But for TV, the production values are unbelievable. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe Caravan of Courage actually did well, and they're like, we just came into a little bit more money, and now we could really make the TV movie we wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, But for this to come out a year, like, 84, 85, they had to be filming like take a couple month break, get right back into it.
That is true.
I mean, it's a year apart. And it looks like 3.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'm starting to wonder if I have my facts right.
No, you're right. It was
It's
85.
84, 85?
Yeah.
Wicket literally just showed him who was boss.
Yeah.
Wicket Warwick, right? That's his name.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Even that's flattering. Like, they loved Warwick Davis so much.
And they brought him back for episode 1.
Yeah, and The Force Awakens, he's in it.
That is true.
He just seems like a good guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so they've, what is it, second night?
Second day? Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that was the end of... It looked like it was like evening.
Yeah, and they kind of slept during the early morning here.
Right. Oh, yes.
Oh, man. What do we have here? Ah!
Look how good...
What? Why is he doing that?
I am a fan of this character.
Are you? Oh, my. He's so fast. What's that, trouble?
Yeah.
Well, at least we're all having fun now. The slaughter is over.
Right. Well, it's like you said, you know what I mean? Like, she's smiling right now.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, this was less than 24 hours of her losing.
Yeah, she really is bouncing back.
Yeah. Well, maybe the Ewoks told her, like, this is, you got to just move, keep on going.
Yeah, find the joy.
Maybe it was Wicket's dad. He was like, hey, my best friend got hit in the head in a rock.
Done.
He's done.
Dunzo. This guy can move like 50 million miles an hour, you know?
Yeah. Now, for the longest time, I thought he was an Ewok.
Okay.
But he's a teak.
Yeah, he's not an Ewok.
He's not an Ewok.
Yeah, he's white, white furred. He's taller.
But the species
Yeah.
lives on Endor.
Yes.
So there's a lot more of these guys somewhere.
Are there?
Yeah, he can't be the only one. No way. I'm sure on the other end of, like, Endor, there's millions of teaks running around wicked fast.
Are there now?
Like a roadrunner. Like, once again, look how friendly
Yeah.
Endor species are to people.
They see nobody. That's why. They see living things. They're like, cool, you can think? All right, great.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us.
They don't know fear and danger. Well, they know danger.
They know danger.
To an extent. But they don't know how cruel somebody can be.
They don't know sin.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, people, hi.
Look at that table. That's a claw.
He's like, this is my house.
You
This is the combination to my door. You can come in anytime.
Here's my wallet.
Yeah.
Just gonna float some bills out there.
Made it myself.
That's just a lighting cage right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool looking. It's a
Looks like
funnel.
yeah, or something like for a propeller, maybe. That's that thing from the Karate Kid 2.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. That's just a broom.
That's a well put together house.
Yeah.
Instead of there like being leaves and stuff for the roof, it's like logs.
True. Uh-oh.
He's pumped.
Yeah. Who could this be?
An old guy.
The only man who wears glasses in all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wilfred Brimley. Star of Cocoon.
Yes.
Quaker Oats Man.
Yeah, he does some commercials too.
He did, yeah. I've never seen him be happy.
Yeah, he's the definition of a grumpy old man. He
Yeah.
should have been in Grumpy Old Man. The other neighbor.
What a terrible person.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be excited to see another human?
Yeah.
And not for nothing, it's like a little girl.
It's a little girl. Like, get out.
I'd be like, "Where's your family?" Like, first question out of my mind.
Yeah.
And why are they
He's
together?
like, fine, whatever. You already closed the door on them.
Why is Teak hanging with this guy?
Really? I mean, yeah, because Tika's like,
Happy-go-lucky.
Tika's a cool dude. He invited him in. This guy comes home. He's like, no, kick this 5-year-old out. He's terrible. Cramps my style.
Yeah, there's dangerous animals at night. Kick him out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Whatever.
He's really killing the chi right now.
They're wicked hungry.
Right.
Some Boston humor right there.
He's like, "Oh, look at all this delicious food.
All right, porridge.
Look at how good these biscuits look."
It's like gold. It feels more like a fairy tale right now.
Yeah. And he has the nerve to eat their food. He's like a bully at lunch. Like, give me your food. Get out of here.
He's like a bald Santa Claus.
Yeah. Where's Teak's family? Like, why are they together? I don't
What's
understand.
his story?
Yeah.
It's like the Odd Couple. Da-da-da-da,
I feel like he had to, like, save him in some way.
oh my god! So he also says, "Don't take the muffins and bring them out."
Right.
Not even if they're dying.
I love how he's always smart. He's so jolly. Teak. He's thrilled all day long. A doggy door.
He's like 5 feet tall.
I know.
He knows the right thing to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's compassion.
Yeah, you know, it might be that the movie's on mute, but I don't hate Teak as much as I hated Teak the first time I watched it.
You hated Teak?
He annoyed the heck out of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were Noah, and you didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You're like, get out of here, you beggars. Get out of here.
Don't dare give them any leftovers.
Now, being covered with fur, that is bad.
That's a bad move right there. She's just having a ball, huh?
She is.
Yeah. Put one foot in the front of the other, I guess, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't look back. Well, I think that's what her
good.
father said, right? Just don't look back. Keep running. And what did she do? Ran like 10 feet and looked back.
That is true. They all do, though. You know, Shmi Skywalker said that, too.
Right.
Don't look
yeah.
back. Don't look back.
Came running back. I would too, though. You know what I mean?
I don't know. She was very wise.
Very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, don't even talk to me. How does an Ewok costume look that angry? Just then? It's like, how dare you even talk to me?
I feel like if Mace was to grow old, he would be Noah. Because he talks
Is it
with...
Noah or Noel?
Noah.
Noah. Oh, yeah, Noah. Okay.
Because he, even when he's talking nice, he's grumpy.
Angry.
Yeah.
He sounds angry the entire time.
He's like, you're going to come in, and you're going to spend the night.
And I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to give you food.
Yeah, he's...
And I'm going to be nice to you. All right, so what is it, second night?
Second night. I'm telling you, man, the more that we're seeing Endor and environments and landscapes, I would have no problem if I crash landed there. Like, I would set up shop.
Yeah, what would you do, be a plumber?
I would have the best working bathroom on Endor.
This can't be real.
She's going through her Jedi training right now.
This is like the cave.
Right. Look at how scary that
What?
looks. What I think's funny is that this is like a huge inconvenience for this guy. You know, like, you see what you did? You took him in and now she has problems. I have to deal with this now.
Yeah.
What was he doing in the meantime?
Yeah. Where was he? Where was he?
This gives him a purpose now.
Yeah.
Man, some people just bother me.
Hold on. She's in a bed now, and so isn't he. But they were on the floor before.
Yep.
And that's not his bed, is it?
That's his bed.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a good dude.
He should have had them sleep in there from the get-go.
Yeah, right.
Teak has a bed.
Mm-hmm.
He earned that. He puts up with that guy.
He just said, we got a lot better things to do than look after these two.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
He's like, I go for my 7 o'clock walks. I mean...
Where'd he get the glasses? No one in Star Wars has glasses.
That's
except
true.
for him.
If they break, he's screwed. It's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Like Coruscant, you can find everything.
Yeah.
Can't find spectacles.
You can't.
Nope.
You know something? I'm thinking real hard. I don't think anybody had glasses in Star Wars.
No one, not never.
I'm gonna like think real hard.
Goggles.
Goggles, yeah, definitely goggles.
Not actually like corrective lenses.
Right. I feel like if somebody was to wear glasses, it would be on Naboo.
Yeah.
Like if they're like, smile, look at me.
It's unthinkable. Yeah, he you know.
See, it's like
Look
a castle.
at that. That reminds me of like Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of stop motion in that movie.
Great movie. So I'd just like to remind everyone this is part of the Star Wars saga. You know, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back.
You know, I don't know if you can answer this question for me, but I always thought about it. A blaster.
Yeah.
Where does it get its energy, and does it run out of the lasers, the blast that it shoots out, or does it need a recharge? What makes that thing work?
Okay, so it comes from a power cell. Like what droids have, or what a lightsaber would have. Same thing. Okay, so it definitely is a power cell. Whether it runs out of juice, I don't know.
You know something? Thank you. That's more than I knew before.
Okay.
I can live with that, with not knowing more. Like, that just answered my question. He has a killer, like, Abe Lincoln beard. And
chin beard.
Yeah, do you think They shave? What's the deal?
Nah.
See, he might be like a sort of Nictu, because the horn, like what do you want to call those? They're not horns, but they're like
crests above.
They're like spikes.
It's very much styled like a nycto.
There is like 5 different species. I mean, not species, but like I don't know. I guess kinds of nycto,
like races of nycto.
Right.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
You know, is any of that canon though?
Probably
I
not.
don't know.
Probably not. Did it come from the movies?
What, that like
there are different races?
No, they don't get into that. You know?
Well, like I did like there are a couple of different races of Aqualish though.
Of what?
Aqualish, Pandababa.
Oh, okay.
So you get Pandababa, and then you get the guy in episode 3 and episode 2 and 3, who's also Aqualish, but he has like 6 eyes.
Yep, and it's spider fail. Like it's almost like a spider face.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That looks like a NASA space program capsule, right?
It does. It really does.
So is that like some attempt to like try and bring like real life into Star Wars? What was that sort of failed attempt right there?
You know, from all the stuff that was left over from the movies, all the props or something, you would think that you would see a couple pop up in these 2 movies. It's like nothing.
Nothing. And I think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch, he gets all upset. And then they mention like pie. We can make pies out of these. And he's like thrilled about it.
They picked flowers and he's angry.
Yeah, we can make a pie. He's like, okay. Oh, okay.
Look at that. I think that they should get Teak and be like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Forget this guy.
You think Noah saved you? We're saving you, man.
Yeah. What's going to happen in a week from now? We all leave Noah.
They changed the lock. He's just screaming outside.
Yeah. I mean, he's not that bad of a guy when like his actions speak louder than his words. His like bark is worse than his bite.
Right. He's all talk. He's a softie.
He is.
What's he wearing?
I don't know. Like a one-sheeter and some blue pants. A blue coverall.
I wonder if he like found that house.
Hey, buddy, you said this was a nonstop action.
A what?
You said this was nonstop action.
Oh, well, after
we're
this
on day
part,
4.
Yeah.
We're on day 4 here. He totally looks like a Lord of the Rings wizard.
He does. These Teak in Wicket suit are very good. They have they
move
the animatronics or whatever, but they look great.
They do.
They do look really good.
Can't say they don't. They do look good.
You gotta love it. Don't follow me. Hey, let's go.
See ya. You know, for a little girl that wears white every day and hasn't had like, you know, a bath, or she hasn't, you know, washed her clothes at all, spitting white.
Oh yeah,
every time. No, not she's in the forest and she hasn't got dirty once.
Yeah, white was a bad choice.
Yeah, like we're in the forest and we're just gonna wear pure white. That won't stand out.
There's a lot of dirt and mud. What should I wear? White.
A lot. It's all dirt and mud.
Yeah.
Is there any non-dirt and mud? Nope.
Well, hey, you know something? You know it's harder to get mud and dirt stains out? grass stains.
That's
They
true.
don't come out.
They stain.
How doesn't he hear them? You know what
Kidding me?
Look at this thing.
Is that like a starship?
Oh, yeah. Like a big one.
So is that like wreckage from the battle over Endor?
No, he crash landed.
Was he part of the Empire?
No.
Was he part of the rebellion? Is that a Mon Calamari ship?
Imagine that if the rebellion, right after the Ewok celebration, right?
Yeah.
If they're like, all right, guys, we're all headed now. We're all, hey, where's Noah? Oh, he said he had some things to do.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Or what if like he just went down in this other part of Endor and they just thought he was
missed
dead?
the whole battle.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And they thought he flaked out, but he was
He got
lost.
shot down. What did they thought? Yeah, you just got shot down. You know?
Jeez.
He flew a D-wing.
Yeah. Imagine that. I never really thought about that. Like if he was shot down or crash landed or left behind, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was partying way too hard. He was drinking like way too much of the homemade moonshine of Endor. Was like, what? Where is everybody? Look at that thing. That's big, man.
Yeah.
You telling me there was only 2 guys on that ship?
How'd you get here? Salak. What? On our
I guess not.
hey, that doesn't mean it wasn't part of the rebellion.
That's true. They could have just signed up.
Yeah. Wonder if it's the Kyber crystal.
He never went looking for his friend. Dude, I'm telling you,
coming back.
if me and you went somewhere and you're like, Chris, I'll be right back. If you didn't come back in a day, dude, I'm going.
Thank you.
Well, what am I going to do?
You know, that's why you're a good friend.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he got distracted, if days later he found Teak
Yeah.
and got like way sidetracked, like
That'd be awesome.
he's like,
Look at them
this
tearing
guy-
it up.
yeah, this guy's awesome. He plays like instruments and he's fast.
Like, you ever hear Max Rebo?
Yeah. He's like, you have any Stormtrooper helmets? It sounds great.
This time we killed a bunch of stormtroopers.
And ate them. It's
And then-
funny.
It was awesome. And then we used the helmets as a drum set. It was fantastic.
You know, it's like he just sleeps with his eyes open. They're delicious. I can just see it now. The rebellion's like, no, we're good. They're like passing around teriyaki sticks of like the Empire.
Not ready to join the rest of us.
Well, you're part of the tribe, right? You got to eat it. They're like, oh no.
But they're ready to wrap up. They're like, all right, we're gonna get going. They're like, hey, yeah, we'd love to like join your your new government. We'd like to like hang out with you guys some more. Yeah, you still eating people? Yeah. All right, well, why don't you hang out here and we'll be back.
They're like, is there a lot of people on Coruscant?
No.
Yum. They're just drooling.
They're like, no, none. Oh, that's sweet. She's like, no, they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, this is heavy stuff for kids to process when they're watching this on TV too.
Well, I feel like Disney did a good job of getting them used to that because, like, a lot of movies,
Brutal.
the main characters lose their parents.
Disney is brutal
Yeah.
with killing parents.
Well, I remember, like, when I was a kid, any movie that you would watch, I'm like, when you're a kid, your mind races to like weird things, and they break you down and boost you up,
build you back up. Yeah. I got to tell you, I used to love Dumbo when I was a real little kid, like a preschooler.
Oh my god!
And don't watch that movie now. Like knowing what you know about the world, like
I can't watch that. I saw it once.
They treat that little elephant terrible.
Yeah. Well, what happens to like his mom?
Oh,
it's come on, man. What you mean? That story could have went in any direction, and you had to take it to the dark side like immediately.
Yeah, dark.
This
is wicked sad, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised Wicked's not like, hey guys, so we celebrate it. I need to find my family. We got to move this.
Yeah. Well, we're halfway through the movie now, so let's get things going.
He's like, is everybody rested up? Let's go. Teak's ready, and he just seems like he's down for anything. So
he's down for whatever. It was like the 5th day, the 6th day, something like that.
Yeah, definitely a few days passed. You know something? How much poison oak and ivy do you think is in Endor? Because you don't have medicine for that. And
I just took a big swig of a drink. Okay. I don't think that there is poison oak or poison ivy on Endor. It's an alien planet. There's stuff much worse.
Exactly. The plants just will eat you.
I think it's the creatures that are really deadly on Endor. The plants seem to be pretty harmless.
You meet so many nice characters.
Sure.
It would be so... I could just see it now. There's like this like wolf creature, and I'm like, look at you. Hi. Because everyone just seems to be like, hey, how's it going? I just met you. Come in.
Come in.
I'm going to feed you. Here's a bed. We're best friends now. Like, this is weird. It's been 10 minutes. Yeah.
Wicked's freaking out.
Not for nothing, but there should have been a lot of stuff left over from the Empire. Speeder bikes, ATSTs, tons of blasters. Think about how many blasters were left over.
Where do you get that pottery? Jeez, it's been like days. You still calling him a beggar?
I know. Clearly his name's Wicked. Everyone is familiar with names by now.
Yeah. We've gone past that phase.
Yeah.
So now we're doing magic again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know this lady's name, and I don't really... I don't like her that much that I don't care about her name.
You just hate the character.
I really do. I do. I mean, honestly, they really could have did without her. They really could have.
Just wrote it out.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
If they were to do a quick edit and just go edit, it would be like, everybody would be like, oh, cool. It's the classic, like, cool looking aliens versus the good guys.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to feel like Star Wars again.
Maybe slightly.
Yeah, that's
what?
That's just odd.
Horses? There are no horses in Star Wars.
Ponies.
That's a stretch. Ponies are a stretch. Is that Kate Blanchett? Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't remember this part of the movie.
This might have been like when you took a nap.
Maybe this is when I took a little nap. What's Noah going to do when he gets down there?
He'd be like, How you doing? I haven't seen a woman in a long
It's been a
time.
long time.
He'll probably try to look like a hero, like, hey, yeah, I rescued,
I'm super nice to these kids.
yeah, I took them right in. They're not beggars by no means.
Yeah.
Sindel, Wicked, why don't you whip up some of those biscuits?
Yeah. oh no! I did not see that coming whatsoever.
Get out of here.
And the horse is black too now. What? Why would they do? Oh,
How uncomfortable must Sindel be? They just threw her over the horse.
I got to tell you, the thing that makes these movies so weird and not Star Wars, the Force. The Force is not there.
Yeah.
If they were just cohesively joined in some way by a discussion about the Force, or
He was sleeping the whole time.
you kidding me?
Teak was.
Oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
T could have ran and got them.
He would have already grabbed Sindel. Sindel might have already been back in that cab.
He goes a billion miles an hour. That'll kill.
He's like, let me put on my different jacket.
My different long coveralls. Do you see those snaps? It was so 1980s. I love it.
It's like that scene from Predator when Arnold's getting all geared up, but he has just buttons like this, no weapons.
He just has plastic snaps you find on like seatbelts now, you know?
Yeah, or like an old backpack.
Jansport.
T could have literally slept for an extra hour. He was like, I will literally catch up with you guys. And
Hey guys, this is Star Wars right now. This is not a fantasy movie.
Yeah. Honestly, Willow feel hard.
Yeah. This is totally Bav Morta right here.
Yeah. You know something? I wonder if they might have used anything from this castle. I don't think so. I don't know.
I got to tell you, I think the sets in
Doesn't
Willow
that look like Jabba the Hutt's palace, kind of?
very similar with the low arch. But it's weird the camera angle is totally opposite with every camera angle in Jabba's.
Oh, yeah. You can't beat that. What are they doing? If he's the leader, the leaders never really want to see their guys just hanging around. There's 20 guys just standing there.
What is he doing to sit in there all day?
He's thinking.
About what?
The power.
He doesn't. You don't even get a smartphone. He's not checking his status update. He's not checking Twitter at all. What is he doing up there all day?
He's like, how many necklaces can I make that would look cool on me?
He's not even making necklaces.
And he has 4 fingers. And that is neat.
Yeah.
Look at that little guy.
He's like a little Nikto.
I know.
So did Carl say anything about this role? What it was like?
He said that he got to use his voice.
Yeah.
They asked him actually I don't know if he does a different language in this.
Okay.
But I forget what language he used. And I think he's from the Netherlands or something like that.
Okay.
I think is that Dutch?
Yeah.
He said that he used that language, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's perfect." And he said he was laughing because it was just his first language, you know?
Yeah. He was just probably talking gibberish. He was talking baseball cap, table.
Yeah. But I don't know. He had other roles. I think he was in Doctor Who or something.
Uh-huh.
And I think I might be because he speaks English throughout this whole movie. So
of course,
that might have been from something else, but that was funny. But he told me it was all filmed on Skywalker Ranch, which I didn't know that.
It's funny because you look at that, and that's still the same hills that were in Caravan of Courage.
Oh yeah,
near the pool, but with the map painting in back of them, it looks totally different.
Yeah, you just ran into a tree.
Why would you do that? Oh, obelisk.
He also said when they were doing like advertisement shots, like photo shoots, the picture that I got was like a black and white, just photo of Turak and Sindel. And I didn't notice on the picture, and he was like, he said this, look at my feet, there's a white X on the ground, and that's where they wanted us to stand.
Yeah,
sure enough,
that's a cue.
White X. Never, I'll have to show you.
I can't wait to look at this.
It's one of those things like you wouldn't have noticed until someone pointed it out.
Look at this. He told him it was a key to all his power. It's just a Duracell?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This whole...
What's he holding? A thermal detonator. Imagine they just press a button, but boom, there goes the castle.
Oh, Salak.
There he is.
Oh.
He must have been gone for a long time.
All right, so Turak was there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed Salak.
Yeah, he killed Salak. So yeah, I guess these Marauders have been on Endor the entire time.
Right.
All for a battery.
Yeah.
The entire plot is about a battery.
They must be like so far away from where the Empire had their shield.
Yeah. Like, if the shield generator was in, like, I don't know, Oregon, they're probably in, Afghanistan. Like,
oh, I see what you're saying.
Like on the other side of the world.
Like Boston, California, or like...
Even further,
Even further. Well, I mean, can't be that far because Wicked is here.
Like Paraguay. Yeah. Like,
check this out. He just throws... the grappling hook.
This one's a decoy.
That was good.
Thank you. It's funny, though, because, they never throw away an idea.
No.
So, you got to wonder if that whole, like, grappling gun...
There's something in the water.
Lord of the Rings.
That must have been so annoying. That whole, like, Ewok suit is drenched now.
Oh.
They're like, hey, Warwick, we have one. So, get the hair dryers out.
It'll never be the same. Get the hair dryers out. They don't have anything better. It's Lucasfilm. It's one of the biggest companies in the movie making world at this time. I'll be careful.
He's wearing like a bowl on his head. I have that same bowl.
Yeah?
What's he doing? He's like, oh, let me just hang over. Like,
why would he do that?
These guys are like gun happy too.
Yeah, they're not smart.
No.
That's fun.
Did he get eaten by the mysterious monster?
We're just gonna shift the scene right here. Well, now we're further into the castle. That was definitely a commercial break right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you would think a castle would be heavily guarded, but like I said before, there's like 20 to 30 people just standing in the main room.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe he had a bigger force in earlier years, but maybe now the force is dwindling, and that's why he needs to go find the rechargeable batteries.
They keep picking fights with people.
Yeah.
And what are they feeding those big beasts that pull the wagon? Those things must eat a lot, man.
You're right.
They look like the same size of like an elephant.
Yeah.
And they look like the type of thing like they would be loyal to you, but guess what? If they're hungry, they're going to eat you.
They got hands.
They have hands.
Yeah.
They have hands.
And they have a massive mouth.
Yeah. They're just like a bunch of pirates, like...
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just remembered a part that's coming up that you're going to just find ridiculous.
I have seen this movie. It's just been a while. I really wish we did a little more prep, but, that's okay.
But your thoughts comparing the two. Are you leaning more towards this one?
Believe it or not, I think Caravan of Courage had a better plot so far.
Yeah, point A.
Okay.
It was a rescue mission.
It was a very clear-cut rescue mission.
Right.
Okay. This crazy monster captured them for I don't know why, but they were captured.
Right.
And the Ewoks mounted an attack. There was a little bit of character progression with Mace and Sindel, learning to, get along with the people of the planet and become a little more self-sufficient and rescue their parents, and it ended on a good note. This just started brutal. People were jerks in the middle. Wilford Brimley turned into I don't know. It's moving. It's moving somewhere. It's very much a fantasy film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no we have really left Star Wars completely behind at this point.
Absolutely.
Aside from the fact that we've reused a costume and a name, we are entirely left the galaxy far, far away behind.
Oh,
This could be on Middle Earth as much as it could be on Endor.
Right.
Hold on. Are those the same cards that were in this week's Rebels?
Oh, I don't know.
Are they playing Sabak?
How funny would that be?
I think they are. If only someone could use the Force.
Oh, right.
What if Wicket was like, yeah, this dude came to our village once and he could make droids float. His dad was dressed in all black and it was nuts. But, he could make he could do things like that. That was pretty good.
He was like, but we didn't want to ask for help, so we didn't get involved.
Yeah, we left it at that.
Well, I had to wait for Salak, so
yeah,
I had to wait for him. That was his excuse for everything.
Sorry. How old do you think she is?
Sindel?
No, the witch.
Oh, I would have to say 40s.
Yeah. Huh.
Don't you?
She's kind of good looking. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Well, if it makes you feel better, she's probably 70 now.
That doesn't make me feel. I feel very bad. That's kind of creepy. Edit.
Look at this. This is genius.
Look at his face.
I love it.
What a card shark.
I would take him in a heartbeat. I'm like, don't eat my cats, man. I'm telling you.
He's not Alf.
Yeah, right?
Hey, you remember the Alf cartoon?
I do, but not perfectly. But I do remember it.
Do you remember the theme song?
No.
It's one of the greatest television theme songs ever.
Can you give me some of it? Because I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm curious for myself.
All right, it's it's all a cappella. You know what? I will play it after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things,
Yeah.
that right when I hear it, it's probably going to come right back to me.
It's one of the greatest ever. I swear.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I would never let her out.
No.
He should, like, poke her in the eyes or something.
Kid, yeah, she's evil. That's correct.
Look at that. Boom. Right down the sewer.
I hope the Ewoks are out by now.
Oh, I know, right? They're like Sindel.
We still got 50 guys over here. We gotta get them out.
This is a great escape.
Pretty good.
The Ewok escape plan. Look at the guy's just strutting.
Boom. You know, they were taking as slaves, and they didn't even take that guy out.
Right.
You know?
Why do they have to wrap their guns in cloth?
Looks badass.
It does. But why? Better grip?
Yeah, maybe. Camouflage.
Oh, that's
No
probably
shine.
That's probably a better. Well, they have a great alarm system going on in this castle.
It's true. Yelling.
I do not remember this. This is totally Saturday morning cartoons, right?
You're the only one that can scratch our ears. So Gordon, put us in stitches. There ain't no one like you in this place. Melmac is just much worse than that. Melmac is really no place for cats. But Gordon,
That would be like us surrounded by cheeseburgers. You know what I mean? It's funny because there's a battle going on and this music fits it. You know, like I can scratch our itch. Put us in stitches.
ain't no one like you in this place. Hey Gordon, come on, man.
Ooh.
No more tabby paw pie for me before bedtime.
So yeah, back to Ewoks.
Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome, you know. Just wanted to let you know. So yeah, that was pretty great. Look at this.
I think
huh?
we just saw the same character twice.
I think so too. Like just like the first movie, I think in the third act they're running out a little bit of money, and they gotta make sure it all works. Why would they just keep the bones there for that long?
I want to know his reaction when he sees his best friend that he's a skeleton.
You already saw him.
Did he acknowledge? He acknowledged
He's
it,
like,
right?
yeah, it's what's up, skeleton?
He's like, bummer, that must be him, right? Well, hey, let's go get that power thing, right?
Yeah. It's a battery.
It's a battery.
The entire movie is based around a battery.
Look at this. Wicket and his dad, the last one's out.
Warriors to the very end.
Honestly.
Yeah.
How much would that hurt your hands, man?
Oh. That was a different guy.
Yeah.
They shot him, he shot back, and then it was a different guy.
Who cuts their hair? Like, why do they want these haircuts?
I think the bad guys look pretty cool.
Oh, they do. They do. They literally look like space pirates.
They do.
These guys could have worked for Hondo at one point.
Yeah, they definitely prototype Hondo and Aka.
Yeah.
I loved Hondo.
Yeah.
I really do. I miss Hondo so bad.
It was a little frustrating at times because, like, he would be cool with them. He wouldn't be cool with them. Be cool. I mean, he was all about the money.
He's a pirate. You know, that's what he did.
He went where the money was.
It's true.
Why is he even keeping her around? Like,
look at him with the oh no.
See, he's like, I feel like Turek's in desperate need of a ship. Like he wants to leave.
Yeah, it's boring here.
He's like, we ate everything. It was one screen, and now it's dead.
Yeah,
we're kind of maxed. We're done here.
What's happening right now?
He's smart though. Watch what he does. Yep. Took a
ring.
Now she can't like morph back.
Oh man.
I like how his eyes look like they're wide open at all times.
Now he has the power.
Yeah.
Kind of, but not really. There's like 10 Ewoks now.
You know something? I'm hoping that that's all they took. And they got back everybody. And not for nothing, he just goes full blown like big sword. Everybody else has blasters. Maybe it's more personal.
This is Star Wars. Where is the lightsaber?
Right.
The vibro blade.
Look how cool that looks.
It's awesome. Stop motion. Just sometimes you can't beat it.
I just kind of want to get some clay and make that.
If you can, you should.
And what we already talked about, all the people, the bad guys,
yeah,
they're all in that general area. Like the horns are not necessary.
No, yeah, they're all there.
Oh man. Oh yeah, basically this is the end.
Yeah, all the Ewoks should just run back into the castle and lock him out.
How funny would that be? They just lower the gate.
We got the castle now, but we don't have the power.
Yeah.
Could you imagine driving by in California and seeing this?
Oh my god, that'd be awesome, right?
That's just a hawk. Just driving by, flying by.
Not for nothing though. Wouldn't you just be like, just let them go? Why do they need them so bad?
It's like 10 bears, an old man, and a kid.
And a battery that they don't know how to use because they don't have a ship.
They're dum-dums. These bad guys, like, he's sitting on a throne being like, where is my battery?
Yeah.
He has a witch who can do like crazy. She can morph herself into a bird.
She could be a ship.
She can transform into a ship. She can already figure out how. She knows how to fly. She knows, like, come on.
He's like, me like light things. This light up.
He's a dum-dum.
But someone left him in charge.
Other dum-dums.
The Ewoks need to, like, calm these beasts down. They could really use them in their village in some way.
I don't think they're inherently evil, those
I don't
green
think
guys.
so. No. You know what? Know why they look pissed off? They're probably not feeding them. They're probably hitting them a
They're
lot.
not treated well, no.
I'm telling you, if one of those... Let's say we got 4 or 5 babies of those in an Ewok village. Those things are going to be awesome.
Or even if, like, a Jedi did one of that Anakin Skywalker move,
tackle the clones.
To calm them down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was ferocious, and then all of a sudden he was like, jump on my back, let's do this.
We're gonna run around.
I love how they're always like screaming. Oh, you see, they can't go through there.
Yeah.
They're like, we told you before, we'll do a lot of things, but I'm not going through thorns.
Yeah.
It's
no thistles.
Yeah.
What if it was like this massive nuclear starship? Only needed this one little battery.
We're gonna find that out.
And guess what? He's like, see ya. What if it just takes right off? Oh, they're coming?
Oh, man. It's almost like they didn't know what the ship should really look like, so they're like, cover it with trees and vines.
We'll figure it out. He doesn't even need a hydro spanner.
I don't even know what that is.
Bring me the hydro spanner. You know, remember Empire? That one goes there. This one goes here.
Okay.
Yeah. Joey.
That little
I don't know what it
that-
looks like.
that
He's
droid.
He just screaming. Han's just screaming for stuff.
What's cool is you see some good like firepower now.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of that yet.
Look at this poor one. He has crutches.
Oh my god, what?
What do they do to him?
No. Hey, where'd the sword go?
I don't know. This guy, Turak,
Yeah.
Kyle, he's 7 feet tall.
He sure is. You know, I have a cousin that's over 7 feet tall.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I thought you were asking me. I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I do. Nice guy.
Where is he? Is he a basketball player? Or
No, not at all.
no, just a regular guy?
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. Works for a tech company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. A tall guy just, I'm assuming he's on the computer a lot.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, he's smart. He's a good guy. Tall of stature.
Nice.
Yeah.
This thing hasn't been started up. And by the look of his friend that's a skeleton,
Yeah.
what, 20 years? I don't know. 30 years?
Right.
Put a battery, like, that's an inflict a cup. Look at that. How could you? Oh, good. These guys get what they deserve. That's all I have to say.
Hey, keep on talking. I'll be right back.
Things are getting real. Battle time. Ambush style. Yeah, this movie is definitely 1,000 times better than Caravan of Courage. That's my opinion, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to agree with this. I mean, this battle scene is pretty awesome. It's simple, but it works. It's crazy. You missed some good stuff, man.
Hold on. Oh no, what did I miss?
Just Ewoks with their, like their gadgets, them throwing like logs at them tying them up on a tree, them swinging and kicking them in the face and stuff.
No way. All of that? I was just gone for like a few seconds.
You were literally gone for like 20 seconds.
You gotta be kidding me.
You missed like 8 like deaths. Look at this, like, watch, bombs are going off.
All because they got one battery?
Apparently all this ammunition was in the ship. Look, see,
They didn't need the
see
battery to get in the ship.
They're just chilling.
Yeah.
Gee, that looked like a crazy fall. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was good. Why would he do that?
Watch. I even think their eyes open up. Like you can tell. Like he's in. Oh, see, look at his eyes.
No, don't do that.
These poor things. They're like, we don't eat. They hit us. My feet are on fire.
Look at that. Nice shaky cam when they ran through the camera.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome.
He's like, at the end, he's like, hey, you guys, you won. You guys are awesome. Any chance for forgiveness here? Like,
I'd really like to roll with you. You see my speed. It'd be cool.
I honestly think there's only like a few of these guys left.
Yeah. Hey, remember that time when I played the Alf animated theme song during a movie commentary?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that happened.
I can't believe I don't remember that.
It was a good time. Where did the sword go?
I think he's carrying it. No?
I haven't seen it in a while. Doesn't the ship have guns?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, we'll see. He's not firing them yet. I mean, that looks like Millennium Falcon style right there.
Right. Not for nothing, but the inside of that ship should be spotless. See, look at this thing.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, but that's open.
Yeah.
Obviously, that can't be open in space. But you know what I think's kind of a little strange? Teak is very familiar how to operate that gun.
So what the Ewoks? Look at that.
Yes, the Ewoks as well.
That can't be open in space. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's not going to fly.
No, that ain't gonna.
But they're all like very familiar with shooting these guns. Like maybe showed Teak, hey, when this did work, like this is how it worked.
Maybe Maybe the technology is super super easy to grasp. You're just like. Yeah.
And the Ewoks were like, hey, remember when we were in the ATST? That was awesome with Chewie.
Let's try this one more time.
They were thrilled. You know what I love about Ewoks? They'll be shooting somebody or shooting an arrow at somebody. When they go for the kill, they celebrate that moment. Like, yes!
Yeah, we killed someone.
Like when you were gone for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So he shot somebody with an arrow and literally almost did a jumping jack.
Like that right there. We killed
exactly.
someone. Yay.
Yeah, we just blew them up. Oh.
Yeah. Look at them with I don't like to see them with the guns like that.
No?
No, this is really the battle for Endor right now.
It is.
It just doesn't look right to see Ewoks with guns.
Check this out. It's like a grenade or something.
What?
See, like Teague knows how to work like the computers because that's almost like one of those guns that's similar to like the Falcon and A New Hope. You know when they're like trying to get out of Mos Eisley?
Right. Yeah. It's
I'm sorry.
The auto guns, yeah.
Well, also similar to Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
You know, it goes beep, 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 beep,
Yep.
like that and shoots the snow troopers there.
Right.
I love the sound effects.
In this movie?
Just in Star Wars in general.
Oh, yeah. The sound design is amazing. It revolutionized the sound design portion of movies for what would come after.
Right.
Hey, check it out. It's an Ewok. How slow are they for that?
Right. Look at that, huh?
Good shot. But I just really don't like Ewoks shooting guns.
It's different.
It's not right. Because, like, why was...
Now, this is Wicket's father.
Could you imagine what the lumberjack from Caravan of Cards would be doing.
Yeah, I would feel like he would have a basket full of hatchets, and he would be whipping them at everyone's face.
He would pick up the gun and be like, nah.
Yeah.
Give me a good axe.
Yeah.
There it is again.
If Mace was alive, do you think he would just be yelling at everybody?
No, you know what? I think he'd be pretty
holding his own.
Yeah, definitely. I think he would. He had that gun still, and he was a pretty good shot too. He was overpowered.
It's like a cat on the top of his walking stick. He's like, I had a cat 30 years ago. This is a tribute.
T-Rex wearing like knee guards, like when you're laying down a floor.
Right. I feel like this battle scene that's coming up. Now I know there's no comparison, but I think you'll get the vibe too. He-Man. Well, no, in He-Man Masters of the Universe.
Okay.
But He-Man Masters of the Universe, when Dolph Lundgren, He-Man, is facing Skeletor at the end.
When it gets all disco?
Yeah, but exactly. And they're just having a very slow
like a
sword
struggle?
fight. Yeah.
Because they couldn't afford any choreography?
Well, Skeletor has the staff.
Whoa, look at him go.
Doesn't it seem like
that?
that?
Look at him go. That was like Duel of the Fates right there.
Yeah.
Did you see him? That's more Wilford Brimley of The Thing.
Yeah.
Than Wilford Brimley of Cocoon.
You see how fast he's...
Dude, Carl was really swinging there.
There's no room for error here.
No.
I think they knew this signing on. They were like, guys, hey, listen.
We have one take.
They're like, hey, we told Kyle to go strong. Like when he...
I don't think Wilford Brimley's acting right now. Not at all.
But you know something? I think it is him, though.
What if they were... Yeah. No, I don't think there were any stunt guys. What if they were like... Hey,
look at that. Huh?
What if they were like, hey, Carl, Wilford's been talking.
Yeah. One guy's getting in Kyle's head, one guy's getting in Wilford's head.
He's been talking about you. And I shouldn't be saying this, but I just wanted you to know because, it's only a few more days before we wrap. But yeah, he's really... He don't like you, man. He don't like you.
He called you old.
Yeah.
And grumpy.
Yeah. Wilford is not the guy you think he is. So, all right, let's shoot the scene, okay? But keep it professional, really.
He hit the ring that changes.
The Ring of Power.
The Ring of Power.
Yeah, definitely not Lord of the Rings.
Wouldn't you drop it?
Yeah,
I would have dropped it immediately. And
that looks awesome, by the way.
It does look wicked cool.
That actually holds up. I love this effect. It holds up great. Who owns that? Who owns that prop right there?
Oh, I it might be one of those things like, I bet you somebody was like, hey, can I have that? And then he brought it home. And then like after 8 years, he was like, and then he's like thinking back, I should have kept it.
Maybe not though. Who wants that sword?
I would pay big money,
yeah, for
Wicket in teak suit. That's definitely like in the archives.
Yeah, I bet Tika. Da, 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 da.
Even Wicket's brother here.
Oh yeah,
just an actual screen used. Look at that ship.
That's not the same ship.
They clean that up good.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, Ewoks.
Also, that's not a Star Wars ship right there. That's like some middle 80s Battlestar. Where'd he get the vest?
He's like, hey, I remembered I left all my clothes on the ship.
I've known what the ship was for years now, but...
There was a lot of cold nights, and I had this vest in there the whole time.
Wouldn't you know if the vest had a battery in it?
Oh, my God. Imagine. Like, you know how in a trunk you lift up the bottom of the trunk and there's like a jack and everything?
There's a backup.
He's like, oh.
That's what I did with it.
He's leaving Teak.
What a jerk.
Him and Sindel are taking off.
Teak has kept it real for him all this time.
Turok almost killed him And Teak jumped on his back.
I'm going to miss you. He's like, I've always wanted to see Naboo.
Oh, my.
Nope.
He's like, you promised me. You promised me, Naboo.
It's a good time.
You know as well as I do, though, those Ewoks, without question, they're like, Teak, you're one of us. Boom. Part of the tribe.
Yeah, totally.
They accept people immediately. You fight with them, you're part of them.
Hey, let me ask you, why is Sindel leaving?
Maybe like humans go with humans. I don't know.
Not that human, though.
Yeah, he's old. You know,
he's a jerk. It's kind of. Well, no, not really. I mean,
imagine if he goes back home and he's like, "Well, I told you I'd bring you back. I'm going on my way."
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah, dropped her off in Tatooine.
Yeah. Hey, where's your grandparents live? I can't deal with you.
Dropped her off at Jabba's house. It's empty.
Oh man.
I don't know. If I were Sindel, I would be like, I wanted to stay with these teddy bears. They're pretty awesome.
It's a simple way of living. They live off the land.
We have peace now.
There's peace, yeah. If Endor gets any more
talks,
like hostage situations, I don't understand it because
there's nothing there. It's a forest.
That Ewok had a big white beard. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I feel like Teek's like just confused. He was like, hey, we lived together for like 20, 30 years, man. Yeah. I jumped on that guy's back. I broke my wrist. Look, he's in a sling, dude.
It's hard.
He's in a sling.
There's nothing for it. See ya. Oh, that's terrible.
Look at these the landing gear. It's
that's
kind of weird.
Star Wars.
No way.
Not at all. It's more like The Last Starfighter than it is Star Wars.
Yeah, you're very right on that.
Yeah. But I mean, the ship design is awesome.
Yeah, I like the colors. You gotta love how Teak runs.
Yeah.
It's high knees running.
True. Prancer.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? This almost reminds me of Alien in a way. Like, this is Ripley, last survivor, then Nostromo.
Oh, right.
Signing out. Kind of like Sindel. Sindel is the last survivor of our crash-landed ship.
Yeah.
Signing out.
And that's it. They're gone. Like, they just packed. And that looked like the next day.
Yeah. See ya.
He's like, about that battery, guys, thanks.
Yeah.
So, we rescued you. I'll take the battery. We're even.
Yeah.
Teak, it was real. And he's like, wait, what?
So this really wasn't the battle for Endor. It was more like the battle for batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rescue mission /
batteries.
Yeah. He was like, Noah was like, a battery, you say?
That's hilarious.
I'll help you, friends. Do you think I can keep it when it's all said and done?
Do your trees need batteries?
Yeah. He's like, look, it fits perfectly.
right in here. Oh, man.
We did it. We've been talking about this. We did it.
We have just done a commentary for the Battle for Endor.
Yeah.
Coming straight off the heels of our commentary for Caravan of Courage. We did the Ewok Adventures.
I've always been a fan of this movie.
I'm really happy for you.
No, but not for nothing, but I feel like you look at this movie a little bit differently now than before.
Yeah. I think it was a good television movie. I think the effects were much better than what I remembered them.
Yeah.
Because I thought last time I watched them, I thought they were just really, really goofy looking. But no, it looks better than I remember. I mean, this movie, even more than the last one, is just not Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, totally. But I mean, like you said, though, 85 TV movie, this was a grand slam.
Yeah, grand slam.
It's
just like, what is Industrial Light and Magic going to do? Like, we want to see what they're going to pull out.
Right.
Phil Tippett, stop motion supervisor.
Of course. Who else?
Yeah.
I mean, he literally worked on like all blockbuster movies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's awesome.
Legend. Yeah, so,
Oh, look at that.
what's that?
Lauren Peterson, model maker. I met him at
Yeah.
Celebration. He actually worked on all the Star Wars movies.
No way.
Yeah, and I asked him if what's he's been up to as he was eating a plate of grapes. And he said that he's retired, but him and a couple of his buddies still get requests to make models for, like, people with money.
Oh, no kidding.
And somebody wanted this crazy big scale of the Black Pearl. And
Really?
him and his buddies got together. It was like a little side job. Like,
Oh,
let's build a ship.
That's awesome. That's
Wicked,
great.
Wicked nice guy.
Yeah.
I love hearing stuff like that. Like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
what are they up to? He's retired and he gets little gigs here and there.
Here and there. Yeah.
I worked on these movies called Star Wars.
You ever hear of him?
Yeah. He signed a picture for me. He was working on a sandcrawler.
Special thanks to San Geronimo Archery Range, because, all the archery, and GMC trucks.
Oh, wait, what? For, like, transporting? I don't know.
I don't know.
The archery makes sense. I mean, they're like, listen, we're going to have a bunch of people in Ewok costumes, and they're going to be...
Fire and stuff. Yeah. 1985, Lucasfilm Limited. All rights reserved.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is the battle for Endor. All right, everyone. Just want to thank you so much for sticking with us this past hour and a half, watching this really uneven movie.
Yeah.
With us. We saw our family get killed. We saw people really kind of be mean to each other. We saw some cool stop motion animation, and we saw a battle for batteries. But
Yeah.
I had a good time.
I did too.
Yeah.
It was an adventure.
It was an adventure. It was an Ewok adventure. For
It
sure.
was.
And, we learned that, the Breakfast Club principle is part of the Star Wars canon.
Yeah.
Yeah. One step closer to Molly Ringwald and maybe joining the cast, right?
Right.
My teenage self could only hope. That was my first love.
Really?
Oh, kidding me? All right, we're going down a weird path here. We're going down a weird path. Oh man. So yeah, how do we come back from that? You can find Chris at the Collector's Hut. Chris is doing some amazing videos. He just did a Reese mask, and it's pretty amazing.
Thank you, sir. You are too kind.
Yeah, the best video I've seen so far.
Wow, thank you, man.
Yeah, loved it. So find him, Collector's Hut. He's all over the place. He's on Twitter. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube, where you can see all his videos. You can also see his videos at retrozap.com, where I am posting weekly. I'm posting daily and trying to post as much as I can. Wrote some interesting things this week, hopefully interesting. Trying to do some more Star Wars recaps. Gonna be getting into some retro gaming, too, so let me know what you think about that.
Cool.
Yeah, you can find that at contact@retrozap.com if you want to leave any feedback. Find Brews and Blasters on iTunes and Stitcher. Please, if you have the time, give us a rate, give us a review. It really helps us in the rankings and brings more people to Brews and Blasters. And the more people we have, the more we can do, and we're just going to keep this thing going.
Also on Twitter.
Yep, we're on Twitter. I got a new Twitter handle, Brews and Blaster. Find us there. Find me, Joey Wan Kenobi. And we're all done.
Wicked clutch.
Yeah. May the Force be with you guys.